So you're thinking about moving to San Antonio, and now that you've made the decision to relocate to the Alamo City, I'm going to share with you some of the common mistakes people make when they relocate and how you can avoid them, because it can seriously affect the quality of your life and your wallet book. I'm going to share with you 7 common mistakes people make when they relocate. So let's go ahead and get started. If this is your first time to my channel, I want to be the first to say welcome. I'm going to share with you everything there is to know about living in San Antonio and the surrounding suburbs. Make sure you hit the subscribe button below, that way you can be the first to find out about all the newest videos that come out and the current market trends here in the San Antonio, Texas area. My name is Tracy, I'm a mom to 5 and your local San Antonio realtor. My family and I have lived in San Antonio for almost 10 years. We moved here in 2016, right before my son was born. My team and I love helping people make their move and transition to the San Antonio area, whether that's in 1 week or 1 year. We'd love to help connect with you. All of our contact information is down below in the description area, so make sure you go ahead and check that out. Remember, hit the subscribe button so that way you can be the first to find out about the newest videos that come out, and we can't wait to help you make a smooth and pain-free transition to the San Antonio area. So, common mistake number 1, underestimating traffic. Traffic in San Antonio can be horrific. They are constantly doing construction on the freeways, whether you are on 10, 35, 1604, it is all over the place. What might take you a 20-minute commute could actually take 45 minutes, just because they are shutting down lanes on the freeway or they're shutting down exits, and so you have to go on the frontage road. So make sure you are checking that out. For example, this weekend, both my son and my daughter had basketball tournaments, and they were clear across town. So my husband and I divided and conquered. He took her to her tournament, and I took my son and the other kids to his tournament. What should have taken maybe 25 minutes actually ended up taking about 40 minutes. And then there was a lag time between the games. And so we decided to go out to Costco to kill some time. But then getting back over, because of all the construction that was going on, we had to re-navigate, reroute, go all around just to get back to like a 2-mile commute. So when you're looking to make your move to the San Antonio area, make sure that you are accounting for traffic, because like I said, it is something that happens, and construction is all over the place currently here in San Antonio. Number 2, another common mistake people make when they move over here is not looking at the school boundaries. Even if you don't have kids, it can affect the resale value of your home and where you will potentially send your kids to school. A simple address from one street to the next can actually be the deciding factor if you go to one school or another school. And so you want to make sure that you take that into consideration. When my family and I first moved here to San Antonio and we bought our first home, our house was literally butting up against not only a school, but a school district. And so if we had actually lived across the street, we could have actually been in a different school district, and actually had the choice of deciding between one school district and another school district. And so when you're looking to purchase your home, like I said, make sure you're doing research, because even if you don't have kids, when you are trying to resell your home, that can be a deciding factor for a family that is looking to buy your home and looking to send their kids to a certain school. For us personally, like I said, if you had seen in some of my previous videos, I mentioned that my kids actually are not bound by school districts or school zones, because they actually go to a charter school. And so that's something that you can also take into consideration when you're looking to move. Common mistake number 3, not using a realtor or the resources around you to help. Moving, even if it's from one side of the town to another, is a job. It takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of research. And when you're moving to San Antonio and you haven't lived here before, it's a new city, and with any new city, there comes a lot of questions. And so make sure that you actually hire a realtor to help you out, because the realtor can help you not only look at those school zones, those school districts, but they can tell you about the different neighborhoods, and they can tell you about, what is happening in the current city. Of course, doing your own research helps as well. So, join Facebook groups, groups, ask questions on forums, watch videos like mine. That way you can see what the current market trends here are in San Diego, what you can do as a family, and what neighborhoods you want to go live in. One caveat I will say, obviously, is that my tastes and anybody's taste might not be what your tastes are. So what I like and what fits for my family might not fit for your family. Obviously, think about what's going to fit your needs, your wants in your current season of life. Remember, hiring a realtor isn't actually going to cost you any extra money. The short answer to a question that many people have is that realtors are actually paid by the landlord / leasing agent / seller of their home. So there's no extra money that's coming out of your pocketbook. Common mistake number 4, renting or buying too quickly. You might see a great deal that is out there, or you might see a phenomenal house that you like. But if you haven't done the right research about the community, your commute, or the neighborhood that you're looking at, it could cost you a lot, because maybe you decide that house is too far from where you work. Maybe you decide that neighborhood is something that you don't actually really like. And this is why I tell people, I think renting is a great idea for the first year. That way you can have some breathing room in terms of looking for the neighborhood that's best going to fit the needs and the wants for your family. I mentioned previously in a YouTube video that when we first moved out here to San Antonio, we actually rented for a year while my husband was in the police academy, and that gave us the breathing room to look at the neighborhoods. And while it wasn't glamorous, we were able to save money and, like I said, look for the neighborhoods that we wanted to live in before we actually bought our home. Number 5 mistake that people make when they move out to San Antonio is misjudging the weather. Yes, we live in Texas and it gets really hot over here, but we also have some very cold months here. Typically January, February, sometimes not really December, but January, February are very cold months over here, and it actually does snow over here in San Antonio. Back in, actually earlier this year, there was snow, and actually in 2021 was the major snow where we lost power for almost 3 days. And my twins were 4 months old at the time, and obviously I was concerned about their safety just because they were so little at the time. But we managed to bundle them up, and we had a fireplace, and so that helped out as well. But not having power for 3 days, or having it turn on for like a minute at a time, that was kind of rough, and something that we definitely were not anticipating when we moved out here to Texas. But cold does happen. They will shut the schools down. You might lose power every once in a while, but that's just obviously something to be concerned about. You obviously can have backup plans such as generators to help you, but the power outage, and that's few and far between, but it does get cold over here. So make sure that you are taking that into consideration. Don't throw all of your cold weather gear away. Make sure that you have blankets and just small stockpile to get you through sometimes when you might lose power. Number 6 common mistake that people make is not accounting for property taxes. While Texas is wonderful and great, we love it here in Texas, and there is no state income tax, what makes up for it is the property taxes that you have. And so property tax can be anywhere from 2 to maybe 2.8% of your house value. And so obviously, it's a good idea to protest your taxes, but it's something that you need to take into consideration as you are looking to purchase a home, because you want to make sure that you're budgeting that into your mortgage or your escrow, or just having, and if you're buying outright cash, make sure that you have money saved away every year for the property taxes that come and go. And as an added bonus, if you are a veteran, make sure that you take advantage of the veteran benefits that you have here in Texas in terms of property taxes, and potentially being able to lower them. And number 7 common mistake that people make is thinking that everything in San Antonio is downtown. While San Antonio obviously is known for the Alamo and the Riverwalk, there's so much to explore outside of the downtown area. I know when I was helping a client move here to the San Antonio area, she was actually from Corpus Christi, and they would come and visit San Antonio, and all she knew was the Riverwalk and the tourist attractions. Well, so much of San Antonio happens outside. There are great parades, there are great places, great parks, restaurants that are outside of the downtown area. Some of my favorite places are parks that I share with you, such as Phil Harberger, Friedrich, Raymond Russell Park. My kids love going to parks to explore. I love going out to New Braunfels. Every year they have a strawberry festival down in Poteet, which is amazing. And if you have never picked fresh strawberries and eaten them, they are so good. So good. My parents actually came out here a couple weeks ago, and we went strawberry picking down in Poteet. Got 26 pounds of strawberries, and they were amazing. It lasted about a week. And even when they weren't like the brightest red colors, you could still taste the difference between a store-bought and the just freshly picked organic, and no pesticides sprayed on them. So highly recommend you check that out. New Braunfels is one of my favorite places just because the Londa Park over there, they've got rivers, great restaurants to eat over there, and it's just a little east of San Antonio. So many great places to explore outside of San Antonio downtown area, and great things that happen outside as well. So, when you're moving to San Antonio, don't think that everything is confined to the downtown area, because you can find so many more things outside of San Antonio. If you found this information helpful, please give a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. That way you can be able to find out about the newest videos that come out. And if you or someone you know is making their move or transition to the San Antonio area, my team and I would love to be able to help out. Send us a message, shoot us a text, or let's connect via Zoom and see if we are the right fit for you. I hope you have an amazing day, and until the next video, see you later. Bye.